Ah, Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Another hot and muggy day here in beautiful McDonough, Georgia, with the afternoon chance of scattered showers. Another copy and paste type day. But I'm hoping I have a good enough window. I'm going to try to run to Home Depot right after the coffee session here and hope I get a window big enough to get some plywood and get it cut up into blanks. And it's going to be hot out there. I may have set up my easy up and get me some shade. But anyhow, enough about me. Let's see who we got over here hanging out with us today. Big D in the house as usual. Mild 69 now, medium 83 later. Glorious Brooklyn. Pointing 2 thumbs up at you, Dave. All right. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Larry Galt's here this morning. Good morning, sir. Earl Walker, 70 going to 82. Somewhat cooler. Okay, that's good. That's good. Troy Pritchard's in the house. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Troy. Mark Lindsay CNC says, morning, y'all. It's 71 in Southern Oregon, looking at a high of 102. Man, sounds like there might be some swimming pool action going on at your place later today. Leo Steger's here. Good morning, Leo. Paul Stewart is here. Good morning, Paul. LB Sharp says it's cool and rainy in Geronimo, Oklahoma. All righty. Jesse from JJ Woodshop. How you doing, Jesse? Good to see you. Steve in Taranto. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Michael Bell. 76 headed for a cool 85 with possible rain in Nevada, Texas. That just seems funny, Nevada, Texas. Why do they name a city after another state? It seems like you just confuse people. Steve Vronsky's here in the house. He's from Mustang, Oklahoma. See, he names his city after a car. Or a horse. Good to see you, Steve. Let's see who else we got. Kevin Ailes is watching. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing, sir? Dave Mack, foggy on our walk this morning, 69 with a high of 87. And of course, a chance of thunderstorms later. Yeah, that's just how it is here in this part of the country. It gets good and hot and then builds up a thunderstorm and boom. You might get some rain, you might not. Gary Hammett is here this morning. Sawdust Engineer. Good morning, sir. Let's see. Mark says, no shop shed work today. Got to dig out 2 rotten fence posts and replace them. Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. Wait until it gets a little warmer out, Mark, before you do that. I don't want you to catch a cold. Janet's here. Good morning, Janet. How you doing? My favorite Facebook person. Always watching on Facebook. I appreciate you, Janet. Bill Hoffman's says, good morning from Terre Haute, Indiana. Yeah, there's Wild Bill Larison. Yep. How you doing, Bill? Jim Santacola. Another great day in Michigan. I'll take your word for it. Doug says, I'm glad you're watching, Doug. I got a question for you here in a little bit. Good morning, sir. Mary Mallory. Good morning from Danville, Indiana. And as I understand, there's a now operational Gatton CNC in Danville, Indiana. That's pretty awesome. Let's see, Neil Cochran from Windy, Germany. How you doing, Neil? Wilson Rubottom's here this morning. How you doing, Wilson? Good morning, sir. Doug says they're going to start something that resembles school next week. Yeah. I just don't know what to think about all that stuff. I really don't. I really don't. You don't want to get me started on that. Mike Reynolds is here this morning. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Cloudy here at GRL. Okay. Who have I missed? Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. I think we're caught up. First, let me, Dave Mack, is it okay if I show the pictures you messaged me a while ago? I hope so, because I've already got them queued up. So I'm sure you won't mind. But this is what Dave Mack sees when he goes out for his walk with Jax. He has some beautiful deer right there. Check this out. Now, how could you not love that when you walk out to walk outside to go for a walk? Beautiful place up there, Dave. Thanks for sending me those pictures. I used to see stuff like that out in my backyard before, when I first moved here. Before I put my fence up in the back, I mean, I'd have deer looking like that. They'd be like 10 feet from my back deck. But I put the fence up a few years later, just so I could let Rocky out and not have to worry about watching him. And then, of course, all the other, they're building so many houses and stuff around here. They keep running them off. You see one once in a while, but yeah, Doug, I wanted to ask you a question. What's the deal with these seed things? I keep seeing these posts on Facebook where people are getting something they bought online, that's coming from China, and they get these little mystery pack of seeds. And I've been seeing it on Facebook for, probably 2 or 3 weeks now. And I'm thinking, surely by now somebody's taken those seeds someplace and had somebody check them out and they know what they are. But, Doug having the big garden and stuff, I'm just wondering if he's got any of those seeds and has he planted them in his garden and then wait to see what the mystery crop is going to be. There's all kinds of theories going around. Oh, don't plant them. It's some kind of kudzu type stuff that's going to take over, which it could be, I mean, they might be sitting over there going, well, the virus didn't work, so let's just send them some seeds. Those idiots will plant them. Yeah, let's do that. Who knows? I kind of feel left out because I order stuff all the time. And I'm sure some of it comes from China. And I haven't got any seeds. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get some. But good morning, Barbara. There's Barbara working from home. Got her little emoji mask thing. And coffee, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to put my mask in my pocket, I guess, because I don't think Home Depot will let me in there if I don't, obey their dress code. We'll see. Doug says, look at the pic I sent you on PM. Okay, I'll do that. Why didn't I hear it come in? Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, let me share it here so everybody can see. Yeah, the old expression in Indiana is, your corn needs to be knee high by the 4th of July. And that, I believe, isn't that Wendy, your better half, standing down there, and that corn is like twice as tall as she is, looks like. Yeah. Yeah. Good crop going there. Doug. Janet says she's talking to Dave Mack here. She says we need a picture of Jax. I'm sure he'll get us one. I've seen him post pictures of Jax before. Probably another hoax. Yeah, it could be. Who knows? Or if I was a Chinese guy, and well, if I was an evil Chinese guy and I wanted to destroy America by sending some kind of crazy kudzu plants or some kind of, really invasive species that just, hard to get rid of. What I would do is I would first send stuff like sunflowers, or, I would send real stuff, harmless stuff. Because that way, all these people, but I wouldn't put, I wouldn't say anything, do it just like they're doing. Don't put any explanation, no identification, whatever. Just throw them in the package and send them. And then, of course, once Facebook and everybody gets through with it and they get them checked out, and then they go, oh, well, we've checked these seeds out. They're okay. They're just, they're just complimentary sunflower seeds or this or that, And then I would throw the evil seeds in there, because by then everybody would be going, oh, well, yeah, I read on Facebook they're okay. So let's go plant them in the backyard, honey. And the next thing you know, you got a backyard full of kudzu and your house is covered with kudzu. That's how I'd do it. Hope I didn't just give those Chinese folks ideas. I don't know. Doug says, yes, that is his beautiful bride, Wendy, standing among the the corn stalks. I was going to make a reference to Children of the Corn, but I thought better of it. Let's see. Hey, I'm missing a few folks here. We got Keith Stanford here. How you doing, Keith? Paul Stewart's asked me if I made the mask with reversible logos for Home Depot and Lowe's. No, but only because I got busy. I did get my little blank sublimatable mask in. So no, I didn't have any mask other than those little stupid things you wear when you're sanding and stuff. And I think they're out in the shop somewhere. I don't even know where they're at. But I went to Tractor Supply the other day, and they've jumped on the little bandwagon. You can't come in here unless you're hiding your face. But they had a little table sitting there with all these disposable masks, so they have them right there. So if you didn't bring your own, and they don't charge you for them, they're free. So I grabbed one of those and put it on just long enough to do there, But they're so silly. The whole thing is silly to me. Doug says his daughter is a seed guru, so I'll ask her. Yeah. All right. Dave said he just sent a picture of Jack's, so let's go check that out. Let's see here. Where am I? Oh, I just closed it out, you idiot. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm new at this internet stuff. Okay, here we go. Here is Jack's. And it looks like he's not really interested in having his picture taken. Or maybe he's busy looking at deer. That's probably it. But yeah, look back there. It looks really woodsy and stuff. I like that. I would much rather live, if I had a choice, I would much rather live, I think, and it wouldn't necessarily have to be mountains. I'm not that much in the mountains, but in the woods somewhere, as opposed to, some people want to live on the beach. And if I had a choice, I'd rather have the woods, even though you got, ticks and scorpions and all like snakes and all that. I'd still rather live where it's wooded, quiet. Although it's nice sitting on the beach and listening to the waves roll in and stuff. That's cool too. Let's see. I must have missed something. Dave says, I'm going to make another one with screen door material. I've obviously missed something, I think. Yeah, Doug, let us know what your daughter thinks about the seed stuff going on. Dave says he kept looking away from me. I know, that's the way they do. I always try to get a good picture of both Rocky and Jack when they're looking right at you. And of course, I always try to get them with their ears perked up. And they keep looking off to the side. And then when you finally, make a noise so that they'll look at you, then they come towards you. It's like, ah. Hey, there's Jeff Morgan in the house. How you doing, Jeff? Good to see you. There's George Rothfuss, too. He's here. I don't think I mentioned his name earlier. Yeah. There's Jack getting up to look out there. He thought he heard something. It's probably the dog next door. The people who live next to me here, they've got a couple of dogs. And I feel bad for those dogs because they never go outside except to do their business. And they've got like, what do you call those things? Where they put them in the ground and then they put the collar on the wireless, I forget what that's called, wireless fence type thing. So they can only go like a little spot, and they go out there and they, you know what? And then it's like, and you can tell it too, because that their yard, it'll be like, the grass is all regular height. And then that one spot, it's like, a foot and a half tall from all the dog fertilizer. So, yeah. Okay, Dave said he sent one with him looking at me. So let me go see if I got another one here. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, yeah, there you got one with him looking at him. There's little Jax. Good looking dog. Good looking dog right there. Janet says he's a cutie. Thanks for sharing, Dave. Bill Larson says a log cabin in the middle of 25 acres, surrounded by woods, and a little pond to fish. I wouldn't even care about the pond that much. I mean, it'd be okay, but I just like the sound of silence, which you don't get to hear anymore. I mean, when I first moved here, and I'm in a subdivision, but the way they've laid this out, there's like one main road, and then there's a whole bunch of little short streets with just like 4 or 5 houses that turn off to the right, and they all end in a cul-de-sac. And there's woods everywhere. Of course, I got a football field over here too that's from that Christian school, and they're not ever over there anymore because of all the COVID thing. But when I first moved here, man, I could sit out there in my Adirondack chair around a fire, and especially at night. And you would think you were out in the middle of nowhere because it was quiet. You couldn't hear any road noise. I loved it. But now they've cut down so many more trees. They built a huge subdivision. So now, and they're still building. They've been building in it for a few years now. But you can't go sit out there in the daytime and you don't hear a nail gun, pow, 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 just all day long. And if it's not that subdivision, it's another one down the other direction. They're just building houses all over the place. I don't know where all these people come from. But maybe time for old Dave to move somewhere else. I don't know. I just got so much stuff. I don't want to move. I'd probably just try to find somebody that wanted to buy my house and all my junk. Just start over. That'd be easier. Either that or just pull a dumpster out, and throw away everything, and then move. It's amazing how much stuff you can accumulate in a short time. Let's see here. Jesse says 2 years after moving into a cable. Oh, maybe he means cabin. 2 years after moving, they clear the woods and build the mall. That would be my luck. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You'd have to own enough property to give yourself a buffer. Yeah, a river nearby would be nice. I wouldn't want to live in anywhere where it's, chance of flood, though. That's not cool. Jim says, peeps coming from New York City. Alrighty, Jim. Oh, by the way, Jim, I got your stuff done. Guess you haven't seen it. Neil says they wanted the peace and quiet too. That's why they moved near you. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too bad. If you stay up late enough at night, it'll get quiet. But it's never totally quiet like it used to be, where you just hear the tree frogs and the crickets and whatever else. I mean, I've been back when it was really quiet. You could sit out there. I remember one time I was sitting out there, and I had some kind of a little flashlight out there, because I don't like to have the outside lights on. I like it dark, and you got to see to get down the steps to the deck and stuff. And I remember I was sitting out there and had a fire going, and you'd hear crunching, not too far off, and you think, man, there's something out there. What is it? So you take the flashlight and you shine it out, and you see like about 4 sets of eyes, and it was deer. That was, even though I was out there with a fire, they were comfortable enough to get that close. But yeah, I miss that. I like peace and quiet. Nature sounds, That's what I like. And 70s rock, that too. Dave, just be happy you don't live in Portland. I tell you what, I'm so happy I don't live anywhere on that West Coast. Washington, Oregon, California, that whole left coast. And sorry if anybody's from there. I know Mark is, but you folks are crazy out there. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I keep saying, they always keep talking about building that wall on the southern border. I think they need to bring it up and put California, Oregon, and Washington on the left side of the wall. But that's just me. I still got Jack's picture up over here. I keep looking at it. Let me see if I'm missing anything else over here. Hey, there's Charlie Mitchell. How you doing, Charlie? Good to see you. I was going to say something, and then I forgot what it was. Another senior moment. Oh, well, it'll come back to me. Daughter says they are invasive species that they want to get started that we have no herbicide for. Just don't plant them. She said they steal our seed genetics all the time. Yeah, they steal everything pretty much. I mean, they stole our, all our technology and that kind of stuff. And we let them, we bring them over here and train them. Let them gather up all that stuff, and then they take it back, package it up, and make something that's just like the real thing, only sell it for half as much, and we buy it. That's how it is. But Mark says Portland isn't Oregon; it's a toilet. Yeah, yeah. Charlie says good. Been around the clock. Indy 500 coming up. Yeah. So from what I understand, Charlie, they at first were going to do 50% capacity in the stands. Now they're cutting it back to 25% or something like that. Me personally, I just think all that's kind of silly because if they're going to fill it up a quarter, are they going to tell people that, okay, you got to sit here and you can't, the next two seats have to be empty? Then no, people are going to sit right next to one another. So, and you're outside. Come on, you're outside. I don't know. Anyway, I got to tell you, Charlie, I hated it because the Indianapolis 500 has always been, a big deal for me. I mean, I don't go to it, but I always love watching it on TV. The all the pageantry and stuff at the beginning, back home in Indiana and all that stuff. And to not have it this year just was really, really bad. Of course, there's a lot of stuff, that we're not having. Mark says we tried to give Portland back to the Native American tribes, but they said no thanks. Well, yeah, who would want it now after we've screwed it up? Yeah, 25%. Are they still going to allow people in the infield? Like down in the snake pit and all that, all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I'll watch it. I guess just won't be the same. Well, I see my time is just about up here, and I can always tell because Big D says he's got to get. Got to mow a client, then start staining my office door. Yep. All right. Well, you heard my little thing go off there. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell y'all. Oh man, what a cluster! I came in here yesterday morning, turned on StreamYard, getting ready to do the coffee sessions, and I see that one of the so-called upgrades that StreamYard has done is they added a. Okay, Charlie says no infield stuff. Okay, but they had added a countdown timer. And before I went live, I clicked on it. It's like had that little 30-second thing, and it counts down, and it had music to it. And they had talked about it in their little town hall live stream Sunday night that I watch all the time. And so, I had tried it out, and I thought, okay, I might just play around with it. I'll put it on the thing yesterday morning. So I did that. Y'all were watching yesterday morning. You saw it. I had that little 30-second thing, had some music playing, and then it went into the regular coffee session stuff. Well, I ended the coffee session. Within about 9 minutes, I got an email from Facebook saying that somebody, I forget what the name of the thing was. I don't even know where I put it now. Where the heck did it go? Anyway, somebody had claimed that video that I didn't have rights to use that music and stuff. And I was, So I messaged or put a thing on a post on the StreamYard community Facebook page, and I say, yeah, thanks a lot, dudes. You put something on there that's, somebody else's stuff, but you share it out to the thousands of your users that, are going to, for them to use. And Gage, which is one of the founders, great guy, he messaged me and said, hey, we paid a guy to create that music for us for that purpose. So, but apparently must have been some miscommunication or something. He might have thought that just the StreamYard company was going to use it and not use it on their web-based platform. And they've got thousands and thousands of users. So, and I don't know whether I was the first one to try it out or what, but Facebook wasn't playing. It was literally 9 minutes from the time I stopped the stream to the time I got the email saying, hey, we're going to flag that video. So I just went ahead and deleted it off Facebook. So if you missed yesterday's coffee sessions, the only way you'll get to see it is if you go to YouTube. Because I had to go back and trim that 30 seconds off of the video so that YouTube wouldn't give me some kind of a copyright strike or something. But I thought, man, what a cluster. They should have vetted that. And, or I don't know what the deal was. But anyway, that's what was happening there. So, all right, guys, I got to get out of here. Let's see. Sitting in August heat in the mask is going to be miserable. Yep. Yeah, they better have ambulances lined up for the heat strokes. Yeah. I'd much rather watch it on TV. But all right, guys. Well, I got to get out of here. I got to get to work. I know y'all do too, or some of you do maybe. So y'all stay cool, stay hydrated, and we'll see you tomorrow for Hump Day.